Hello, in this video we're going to talk about the laws of exponents. You can use your guided notes to follow along. What is an exponent? An exponent is a number. That number indicates how many times another number, which we call the base, it indicates how many times that number is used as a factor. What that means is it tells how many times a particular number is going to be multiplied by itself. It's really shorthand for multiplication. So if I had 2 to the third, that's a way of writing 2 times 2 times 2. It saves us some writing. We don't have to write 2 times 2 times 2. I mean, that's a smaller one, so it's easier, but what if I had said 2 to the 11th? I wouldn't want to write out 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 11 times. That's why the mathematicians came up with this shorthand that we call exponents. Here's an example. 9 to the fourth. That means multiply 9 by itself 4 times. 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. The base here is 9. There are 4 factors of 9 being multiplied by each other. To use a number as a factor, we express it with the operation of multiplication. Remember, we use an X as a multiplication symbol or simply a dot. Every factor has an exponent. The only exponent that we don't need to write is the exponent of 1. So if we were just to see a number like 5, that really means 5 to the 1. 5 to the 1 equals 5. We say that that 1 is understood. We don't have to write it. Let's do a little practice with our vocabulary with the terms base, x, and exponent. So we have 8x to the third y. That is our term that we're going to deal with first. There are 3 different factors here. There's 8, there's x to the third, there's y. We're going to take each of those and separate them by base and exponent. If we have the base of 8, there's nothing written next to it, so we just say 8 to the 1. The exponent associated with that is 1. For the factor x to the third, the base is x, and it's raised to the third. For y, we can just write y. And the exponent, there's nothing written, so you can always write a 1 up there. So y to the 1. Next, we have negative 6 squared times a to the third b squared. So first base is negative 6, and it's raised to the 2. Then we have the base of a raised to the 3. We have the base of b raised to the 2. Pause the video right now and try the third example. Make sure you pause it. Now you can check your answers when you're done. First factor is negative 2 thirds. That's the base raised to the exponent of 2. The next factor is base c raised to the exponent of 2. The third factor in this expression is k raised to the exponent of 1. Remember, we don't have to write the exponent of 1 in our expression. Let's practice multiplying or evaluating exponential expressions. First, we have 10 to the fourth. What does that mean? It means 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Well, we know that that's 100 times 100, right? Which would be 10,000. When we have negative 1/2 to the fifth, that means negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 times negative 1/2. On the top, we have 1 times negative 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 1. That's going to be equal to negative 1. How do I know it's negative? I have an odd number of negative numbers. On the bottom, I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's 2 times itself 5 times. I could even write that as 2 to the fifth. And 2 to the fifth, if I multiply that out, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, and then times 2 is 32. So I get negative 1 over 32. The next example is negative y raised to the 6th. That's negative y times 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 negative y. That's a lot of writing. You can see why we use the exponents now, right? So I'm going to have y times y times y times y times y times y, and then negative times negative times negative times negative times negative times negative. I have an even number of negative factors, so I know that my answer is going to be positive. And then we'll just have y to the 6. So we can just write y to the 6. Whereas my last example, we have negative y to the 3rd. We'll have negative y times negative y times negative y. I have an odd number of negatives being multiplied by each other. So my answer will be negative. I'm multiplying y by itself 3 times. That's y to the 3rd. See our answers there. I want you to note that negative y raised to the 3rd and negative y raised to the 6th would be different than if I said negative y to the 6th without the parentheses. The exponent only belongs to what's right next to it. So this really means negative 1 times y to the 6th. So the answer in that case would be negative y to the 6th. Because that negative sign isn't being multiplied by itself any amount of times, so it'll remain. Whereas when we have an odd exponent, this answer will be equivalent, as you can see right here. Another important rule for exponents is as follows. For any non-zero real number, x, we can say that when you raise it to the 0 power, you get 1. So for all of these examples here, 8 to the 0 is 1. A to the 0 is 1. Negative 6x in parentheses raised to the 0 is 1. Negative p to the 0 is like negative 1 times p to the 0, which would be negative 1 times 1, or negative 1. Negative 6 times x to the 0 is like negative 6 times 1, or negative 6. We've talked about what an exponent means. If a number raised to an exponent means you're multiplying that number by itself n times for any exponent n. Let's take these and write them in exponential form. I have the base a being multiplied by itself 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that's equal to a to the 4th. Here, I have x being multiplied by itself 3 times and y being multiplied by itself 2 times. So I can multiply x to the 3rd times y squared. Here, let's see, we have r, we have s, and we have t all being multiplied. There are 1, 2, 3 factors of r. There are 1, 2, 3 factors of s. And there are 1, 2 factors of t. So r times s times s times t times r times s times t is r to the 3rd, s to the 3rd, t squared. Note, you can multiply numbers in any order because of our commutative property. So if we change that order, we can group all the s's together for s to the 3rd, all the r's together for r to the 3rd, and the t's together for t squared. I'd also like you to note, for an example like this one in the middle, this is like x to the 1, x to the 1, x to the 1, and y squared, I'm sorry, y to the 1, sorry, y to the 1. There we go, my pen went crazy on me. So x to the 3rd, x to the 3rd, I'm sorry, x to the 1, x to the 1, x to the 1, all together gives me x to the 3rd. Note, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. So we added these exponents to get our combined answer. Y to the 1 times y to the 1 is y squared. We added our exponents, 1 plus 1, to get 2. So when we're multiplying factors with the same base, we can add the exponents. This rule can help us when we're trying to simplify expressions with exponents. Multiply factors with the same base, add those exponents. Let's do some practice. We have x to the 3rd times x squared. That's x times x times x, and then times x for x squared. Remember, all of those, when we don't see an exponent, the exponent is 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. X to the 5th. Note, x to the third times x squared is x to the 3 plus 2, x to the fifth. Here we have 10 to the 6 times 10 to the third. We have 10 times 10, write it out 6 times. And for 10 to the third, write it out 3 times and then collect them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 factors of 10, so it's equal to 10 to the 6. Note, 10 to the 6 times 10 to the third is 10 to the 6 plus 3, or 10 to the 9th. For a to the 5th times a to the 0, we have a times a times a times a times a for a to the 5th. For a to the 0, that's just times 1. So a to the 5th times a to the 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factors of a times 1, or just a to the 5th. Note, a to the 5 plus 0 equals a to the 5th. Try the next two examples. Pause and check your work when you're done. Check your answers. We have negative 3 to the 4th times negative 3 squared is negative 3 to the 6th. But for the last example, m to the 3rd times n to the 4th, that is already simplified in exponential form. Why? Because m and n are not like terms. So we can't combine them. We've already discussed the more direct way to finding the answer in exponential form is not to write it out this long way, but instead what you're going to do is you are going to add the exponents. Add your exponents with the same base, only if they have the same base. We're going to go through a similar activity. This time we have division problems. We have 7 to the 7th over 7 to the 3rd. Write that out the long way. You can see here I have a factor of 7 in the numerator and denominator, 3 of them actually. So I can simplify this as 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. The simplified exponential form would be 7 to the 4th, since there's 4 factors of 7. Let's try again. Next we have a to the 6 over a squared. I have 2 factors in the numerator and denominator that match up, and so those would divide out because any number over itself is 1. So I'm left with a times a times a times a. I can rewrite that as a to the 4th. Go ahead and follow this pattern to complete the last 4 examples, and we'll check in. Pause the video and check in when you have it. All right, you should have your table filled out. You should see with s to the 8 over s to the 8, that's the same factor in the top and the bottom. And s to the 8 is just a number. So any number over itself is equal to 1. So s to the 8 over s to the 8 is equal to 1. Remember that anything to the 0 exponent is equal to 1. So that simplifies to s to the 0 equals 1. Then we have w to the 4th over w. W's will divide out and we're left with w times w times w, or w to the 3rd. For negative 3 raised to the 5th over negative 3 raised to the 3rd, we'll have 3 factors of w that divide out of the numerator and denominator, and we're left with negative 3 squared. Our last example, h to the 6 over k squared, we don't have any common factors. So what we're given is actually your simplified exponential form. I want you to note here that 7 to the 7th over 7 to the 3rd was equal to 7 to the 4th. Note that 7 minus 3 is 4. A to the 6 over a to the 2 equals a to the 4th. A to the 6 minus 2 equals a to the 4th. S to the 8 over s to the 8 equals s to the 0. Those exponents, 8 minus 8, are equal to 0. W to the 4th over w is the same as saying w to the 4th over w to the 1. That equaled 3. 4 minus 3, the subtraction of the exponents, is 3. Negative 3 raised to the 5th over negative 3 raised to the 3rd is negative 3 raised to the 2. The exponents 5 minus 3 equals 2. And then we have no common factors. Oh, I got a little, that should be in it. Okay. We cannot combine our answers. You should note here that what we did instead of writing out this big long factored form, what we could do is subtract when we divide exponents with the same base.